All right, it's Richard Geller here. The whole thing with loan mods has been just a complete joke over the last few years. The Uncle Sam has just totally bailed out the banks, and we found out through these loss sharing agreements and wink wink, the banks are getting paid for their losses, or getting compensated for their losses on mortgages that they foolishly made, or where people are in trouble because of home values having dropped so much. And so they're not doing the loan mods really, and they're not doing short sales. They're just foreclosing, and now we know why. So this article says that another wave of foreclosures is feared. About 4 million U.S. homeowners are 90 days or more delinquent on their loans or in foreclosure proceedings, Moody'sEconomy.com says. A federal loan mod program is helping a relative few. Absolutely right. The article talks about Bank of America, how they've done 12,700 permanent mortgage modifications last month. And they said Bank of America holds about 1 million mortgages are at least 60 days delinquent. 4 million nationwide are 90 days delinquent, and yet they've done 12,000, as it says, a drop in the bucket. Well, if you're listening to this, you're watching, and you want to really think about getting a real loan modification, to me, a real loan modification is a principal reduction. It's writing down the amount of the loan to 90% of the current appraised value of the house. Payments you can afford. If it's not that, if it's just lowering your payments, you're just fooling yourself because you're underwater. Nobody sensible is underwater. Let me show you something to prove my point here, okay? This is the Wall Street Journal. Morgan Stanley may have to hand over the keys of a $2.4 billion Japanese hotel chain to creditors when the debt falls due in April. What this is all about is Morgan Stanley is just a sensible investment bank. It may be ripping us all off, but they're doing things in their self-interest. Many homeowners should take a cue here. They're just saying, hey, here are the keys. We can't afford it anymore. The deal doesn't make sense. Goodbye. And it doesn't hurt Morgan Stanley any. There are ways for you to get a principal reduction by going to the bank's legal department, just like Morgan Stanley would do if they were homeowners. You have to treat this like a corporation of you. You go to the bank's legal department and you make some solid threats. You back those threats up by having done a forensic audit, which you can even do yourself in many cases to spot violations. You show them the violations. You show them a lawsuit you're going to file. You can even do this yourself. You can do it with a lawyer. And, there's alternatives the lender has. They've got, they can be in court for several years, eventually end up losing and spending all this money, or they can do a principal reduction for you. Does this work? It's worked for a lot of people. I show you how to do it. I show you how to approach them. I show you how to do a forensic audit yourself and how to get a forensic audit done so you know it's worthwhile. And I show you also how you can stay in your house, often for years, just paying modest attorney's fees, or if you do it yourself, no attorney's fees, while the lender, winds its way through court. Most of the time, it's about maybe 60% of the time, they don't actually go to court. They'll simply cave in and you'll reach a settlement with them. That's a real loan mod. And they'll give you a new loan. They'll appraise the house, 90% of the current appraised value. Can I back this up? Yeah, I've known people that have done this. I work with people that have done this. I have a training that we do that shows you all about this for people that have done it many, many, many times and work with lawyers nationwide helping them do this for their clients. That's a real loan mod. Treating your business treating your home like a business. If you're just, in this thing where you're going to get a lower payment for a while, come on, you're kidding yourself. You got to get the principal reduced. You got to get it cut down. So for more, visit loanmodbreakthrough.com, www.loanmodbreakthrough.com. Put your email address in. I'll never share it or give it away, even if somebody pulls out all my fingernails. Get access to free videos, training, and other information on principal reductions. Also on how to get your credit fixed all up. Your credit, you don't have to worry about that. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just giving you my opinions. Don't listen to me. Check everything out for yourself. Good luck. Talk to you soon. Thank you.